Welcome back to the 2-1. Today I'm taking a look at the New York Football Giants and going over whether or not I think they're a contender or a pretender in the upcoming 2021 season. But before we get into that topic, quick question for those of you viewing. Comment down below, who do you think will lead the Giants in receiving yards in the upcoming season? You think it'll be Kenny Golladay, Sterling Shepard, Kadarius Toney, Saquon Barkley, whoever you got it being? Comment down below and I'll give my answer at the end. But getting straight into it, I want to make a side note and I want to make it clear that I'm defining contender for this video as Super Bowl contender. A team that doesn't, it's not in the hunt, it doesn't get in the playoffs, it doesn't get a playoff win, it gets in the playoffs and gets all the playoff wins. They make it to the big show, they can compete with any team. They are a tier 1 Super Bowl contending team, not a team that improves or makes the playoffs. Tier 1 top dog. That's what contender is for this video. And pretender obviously doesn't mean they're sucking as bottom 5, top 5 draft pick. Just means they don't meet the criteria of being a Super Bowl team. But looking at the Giants as a whole, they've made massive improvements this year in the offseason. Daniel Jones, he's got all the weapons he needs. Saquon Barkley's coming back, a top 5 running back in some people's eyes. Offensive line is shaky, and that's unfortunate because Daniel Jones does struggle with pocket presence. I was hoping they'd get him a little bit more help at offensive line in the offseason, but they didn't really address it at all, so that is a concern. But when it comes to pure weapons, he's got it. You got a decent wide receiver duo in Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton. You have your go up and get it physical guy in Kenny Golladay. You got your after play or yards after catch playmaker in Kadarius Toney, upcoming rookie. You have an athletic tight end, Evan Ingram. You got a reliable tight end, Kyle Rudolph. You have a speedy wideout in John Ross. He's a little bit unreliable when it comes to injuries and living up to expectations. But still, the weapons are there. He's got a very deep receiving room. Looking at the defense, he's got the defense to rely on to help control the pace of the game. He's got his pass rushers and Dexter Lawrence, Lorenzo Carter. You have Leonard Williams. You drafted Aziz Adoree. You have Blake Martinez. That's a strong front 4, front 7. That's a good pass rush and linebacker core all around. I'm liking the Giants defense. In the secondary, you got Jabril Peppers, you got Logan Ryan, you got James Bradberry, you signed Adoree Jackson. The talent is there. You got a top 10 corner. You got an athletic number 2 corner. You have a big man that can pass rush in Leonard Williams. You got Aziz Adoree behind him. You got an amazing linebacker in Blake Martinez. You have a top 5 running back in Saquon Barkley. You have a deep receiving room. You have an upcoming head coach in Joe Judge. You're in the weakest division of football. The Giants have a lot going their way this year. But contender or pretender, where does my vote go? Pretender. I understand the Giants are a decent team when it comes to the roster on paper. I like what they got. I like the improvements they made. I like the division they're in for their circumstances. But like I said, it is a Super Bowl contending team I'm comparing them to. They are not on the same level as the Bucs, as the Rams, as the Packers, as the Chiefs, as the Bills, as the Browns, as the Ravens, as the Titans. They're not up there. Are they in the hunt? Are they with the Cowboys? Are they with maybe a Patriots in the AFC? Are they in the hunt for a wild card spot? Sure. Can they maybe win their division and make the playoffs just because of the NFC East? Sure. But are they going to go to the NFC Championship? Are they going to go to the Super Bowl? Are they going to bring home a Lombardi trophy? I can't say no, I can't say yes strictly due to Daniel Jones. He's just not that guy. He's a bottom 5 quarterback in the league. I can't imagine him winning a Super Bowl. I just can't see it happening. You could argue he's the worst quarterback in the league. That's a debate for another video, but still, bottom 5 quarterback is a safe range for him, and I can't count on that to bring home me a Super Bowl in New York. I just don't see it happening. The talent is around him. Can I see him maybe give them a 500 to above 500 record of 9-8 to win the division? Possibly. Can I see them just by a miracle pull off a playoff win depending on the matchup? Possibly. But can I see them getting lucky that many times and going all the way? No, I cannot. They're just not ready. If Daniel Jones makes this massive jump like Josh Allen did last year, then possibly if a miracle happens, sure, I'm going to be open to it. Like I said, the roster is there. The roster can compete with Super Bowl teams, but the quarterback cannot. We're not talking about, Kirk Cousins Vikings has to try and deal with Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, or a Ryan Tannehill has to match the game of Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. We're not talking about guys in the top 15, top 10 range matching guys in the top 5 range. We're talking about a bottom 5 quarterback trying to play against top 5 quarterbacks. You can't make that big of a jump. I just don't see it happening. I'm open for it. I'd love to see New York make the playoffs. I'd love to see this roster reach their full potential. I just don't think it'll happen. Trader Dave has already made plenty of trades to acquire draft capital so that in the following offseason, if they need to make a move at quarterback in the offseason, in free agency, in the trade block, in the draft room, they got the draft capital to do it. I think we could see it happen if Daniel Jones doesn't make the improvement. Do I think Daniel Jones will improve? Yes, but do I think he will be a Super Bowl contending quarterback and team? No. If he does improve this year and at least show the Giants they're this guy that in the following year, maybe in 2 more seasons, they could contend for Super Bowl, I'm open for that. But this very year, you're asking for too big of a jump way too soon. I'm open for it, like I said, but I just think it's way too soon. I like this Giants team in time, but not this year as a Super Bowl team. But I do want to hear from you guys. Do you agree or disagree with my take? I'm open to some comments. I want to see your guys' takes and opinions. Maybe my mind will change. Maybe week 1 of the Giants get a first win under the belt and I see Daniel Jones with this new offense. My mind will change. But just right now, I like them to improve this year. I like them to be a fun team to watch this year, but I don't like them to be a Super Bowl contending team this year. But again, I want to hear your guys' opinions to maybe change my mind. Referring to the question today, who do I think will lead this team in receiving yards? Like I said, it's got one of the deepest receiving rooms in the NFL. Evan Ingram is athletic. Yeah, he has his butterfingers, but he has Kyle Rudolph and his reliable hands to help him out. You got your brand new go up and get it guy and physical guy, Kenny Golladay. The slot duo in Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, speedy guy, John Ross, Kadarius Toney. Personally, I think I got to go Kenny Golladay, but I wouldn't be surprised if the rookie Kadarius Toney is on his heels. I have a lot of faith in Kadarius Toney to prove a lot of people wrong. I know he's a 4th receiver taken in the draft, so I know there's big expectations behind him, but I do think he will live up to the hype. And I do think he could lead this Giants team in receiving yards, and I think he'll be 2nd. But I got Kenny Golladay being number 1 with Kadarius Toney right behind him, like I said. But I do want to hear from you guys, your opinions, your takes, your answer to the question today. I want to hear it all. Comment down below. But as always, and of course, I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. 2-minute warning.